197 pounds. Ranked number 2 in the country, Garrett Joles out of Tinley Park, Illinois for Nebraska. And Garrett Joles, redshirt sophomore from Boyceville, Wisconsin, where he was a 4-time finalist and a 2-time state champion. Schultz, another guy, Jim, you look at the progress he's made since coming to Lincoln. Pretty incredible.
He really has. Another guy that was, a little bit, he's tough in the top position, but again, became a tough out. And then later on, you just started seeing him, grinding guys down, simplified his style, and it's worked for him. And he puts a lot of the right type of pressure on the guy's head and neck. It really makes them work.
Schultz, a state champion, also all-state on the gridiron in high school at Tinley Park High School. Been to the NCAA tournament twice. He was 2-2 in each of those seasons. And then last year, 23-4, 8-1 in Big Ten duels. After Vegas, his only 2 losses to Colin Moore, not too shabby.
Yeah, it was a lot of good 97-pounders in that weight class, and Schultz was right there with him. Colin Moore, really fun wrestler to watch from Ohio State.
You liked him from the beginning. I remember watching the broadcast. He impressed you against Jaden Cox.
It's just so tragic about last year not to get a chance to see these guys complete their careers. But we're here now, and we're working through it. But it appears, this class of wrestlers, even so if you're in the senior class, you get another year coming back, right? So it's I think there's no guarantees of competition, of course, but at the same time, if we do have it, it's going to be a great thing for them.
Timing is everything, no doubt.
It really is, yeah.
Schultz, another guy getting it done in the classroom. Handful of academic accolades during his time at Nebraska. We're scoreless, 110 here in this first period. Here's Schultz in with a single leg.
Nice counter shot. Oh, nice, just hip over and away there. Joles, he just anticipated Schultz coming from the ankle up to the hips, and when he got to the hips, that's when he hit it. Great timing on that. You didn't mention it earlier on another subject. Timing was everything, but Joles' timing was perfect on that hip over and away.
These two met in the duel on February 21st. 17-5 major for Schultz. Joles, another year in that Minnesota room, still young, just a redshirt sophomore, as I said, was 9-12 last season, 1-3 in Big Ten duels.
Nice job by Schultz anticipating that shot. Joles squaring up there, trying to do his best here to stay square. He's got to get his lower body moving, try to get his head up, cut that arm across. Schultz really having to work, but he did get it.
Inside a 6-second short time takedown for Schultz. He'll take a 2-0 lead to the second. We bring in Nathan Haas, a freshman from Norwalk, California. Another impressive performance from a young guy tonight, Nathan. You gave up that first takedown, and then you took over. Walk us through it.
My coach said, if I get taken down, that's not the end of the match. Got to keep fighting, and eventually we're going to get to this guy. And I really trust in my takedowns, my riding ability, and that's pretty much it. Just got to keep working off of it and trying to score.
Nathan, all right, look at me here. What is the name of your walkout song?
I'm not too sure. It's in French, but I thought it was pretty cool to come out to something like that. And
it's classic.
That's pretty much it.
Tell me about your interest in fashion. Where did that originate, and what is your go-to for a night out?
I just love clothes, and I wanted to do something in that. I'm very creative, and I wanted to express my creative side of me as well.
You really got a young group of guys here that are really getting after it. It's really impressive and exciting to see. It's got to be exciting to be a part of it.
Yep, thank you.
Congratulations on the win. Nathan Haas out of St. John Bosco, 2-time California state champ. And just impresses me so much, Jim, the way they carry themselves, the maturity, and of course being able to perform and execute on the mat on the big stage.
And this is it, the Big Ten Network and Big Ten duel here. I'm just a little bit surprised he didn't know the name of that song. It's French, right? We got getting a little bit closer. I didn't know it. I was generally curious because I want to tell me about it.
I'm going to find out what that was. Just for you, Jim. Late Christmas present.
Well, you hear it all the time on commercials on TV. I was just curious. Obviously, he must have known it, but I guess not.
Here's Schultz in this top position, riding time over a minute. Leading it 4-1 in the second period. Up on his shoe tops, digging in the Resolite.
Yeah, see, you see that roll through though, Shane? Is it that's the type of thing. That's the way you mix it up a little bit, as opposed to that quad pod stand up, the little Granby roll there when a guy's coming hard pressure on you. And you know, nice work by Joles. He's been competitive as well. And I just like these young guys that we've seen. You're going hard on this spiral ride, all right? Cuts through. And notice when that arm chopped, that's when he hit the roll through, right? So good timing on his part. He's been really effective in the bottom position. He's got some skills.
Huge 20 seconds here. Switch position there by Schultz to get the escape.
It wasn't just the switch, it was that he dropped his elevation. The bottom fell out of his stance right there, and he kept turning.
So with that, I was going to say Schultz will take a 5-3 lead, but instead a takedown to close the period makes it 7-3. Those are backbreakers.
Yeah. How he got to that point where he was able to shuck him across, then drop to that far ankle. And the guy that did that really well was Coach Berger from Nebraska, 157. He had a lot of low-level skills like that he hit you with.
Multiple-time All-American NCAA finalist fellow Jason Nolf of Penn State. He was always fun on Twitter. Tyler Berger. Remember that one tweet? He said, "I'm coming for heads." Fun guy, big personality. Bam, this place shakes on that mat return from Joles. Good work there at the edge. And it comes as no surprise, Jim, but just appreciate how these guys fight every second and position, regardless of score. You just keep on fighting.
Hey, you don't do that unless you're putting the time in with your conditioning. Let's take a look at this mat return there by Joles.
Love it.
Brings him down and puts some force. Legal, but with force.
I remember, Jim, the first time I saw Joles, he was a sophomore at Boyceville. I'm not sure he was a whole lot smaller then. Just an imposing human being. Spent some time in the weight room, obviously not in the same program that I was on.
But no, he spent some time on the mat. You can just tell by with his mat returns, little shoulder roll he hit right there, his hip over and away he hit to get out of that first takedown. Well coached in the bottom position, and not enough maybe to deal with Schultz, but again, has the prerequisites to becoming a tough out. There's another example of it here, squaring up there off the shot. Most guys would give it up, and he made that a good scramble. That's not giving up. And look what he's doing. He's hustling back to the center of the mat.
And as I said, he lost last time they wrestled 17-5. He's made some big improvements.
Absolutely.
Narrowed the gap.
Big guys going at it pretty hard. We've seen a lot of attacks. There's another one by Schultz. Good job of squaring up. It'd be worth taking the time to go ahead and see how much these guys really got after their attacks. And I think Schultz is into double figures easily.
Riding time and on factor. Working off that underhook is Schultz. Neutralized by the Gopher Joles.
Wow.
Puts him right on his back.
3, 2, 1.
Finishing the match strong with some near fall points. And just like that, 14-3, it is a major decision for Eric Schultz, the #2 ranked wrestler in the country at 197 pounds.